I keep being asked this multiple times. And there's this thing coming out of my ear. Many times I've been asked this: if Kat knows what has ever happened to Joseph, the father of Jesus, he was not heard from after Jesus was 12. We never hear from him again. Do you ever know what happened, when it happened, and have you seen him in heaven?
I have seen Joseph in heaven. I've also seen his mother, Mary, in heaven. Joseph, because of God's trust of Joseph, because of the importance of Christ being highlighted, I guess we could say, or should be the one that would be looked up to, like he was at one time the covering for Mary. He was like the head of the household because Joseph just passed away. He passed away of normal causes. He wasn't killed. He didn't get that. God really took good care of Joseph. Joseph was so well known. Joseph was paving the way and mentoring Jesus in his gift. That was a carpenter in heaven still now. Jesus does things and makes things with his hands. He makes things out of wood. He didn't lose that carpenter gift, even though he's the King of glory and the Savior of us all. He's the bridegroom. He still uses that natural gift, carpentry. Wow. And one of the reasons why he's so good is because he had a master carpenter teach him. When Jesus had learned all he needed to know about carpentry and that type of thing, then Joseph passed away. He was in Abraham's bosom until the day Christ showed up and preached the gospel to everybody there. And it said he led captivity captive. And then all of them at one point, they all went up into heaven. So, and he got to see Joseph. When Jesus died on the cross, he descended into Abraham's bosom. That was also called paradise. And he told the thief, today, he would be with him in paradise. Mm-hmm. So the day Christ died is the day he descended into that place. It's in the middle of the earth. It's above hell. It's far above hell. But from paradise in there, you could actually see down into hell. You could actually see the courtyard of hell and the gates of hell from Abraham's bosom or from paradise. And so Jesus got to see Joseph. He was so excited. He got to see Joseph. He got to see Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, all those who were kind of faithful because they believed in God himself. That was one of the first places Jesus went. He didn't immediately go up to heaven. He had to do that. He had to fulfill what he said to the thief. And so then he was there for a while. Then from there, he crossed over himself, as we know, to hell, was into hell for those 3 days until God moved, and Christ knew on the third day he would stand up and wipe out the hierarchy of hell, strip everything off of Satan, including the keys of hell, death, and the grave, descend in glory into his body that then was glorified. And so that's how that happened. I've had people say when Jesus died and his spiritual body left, it went to heaven. That's not even scriptural. That's not scriptural. So he had to descend first. So Joseph did everything God asked him to do. He was a covering. He was a natural father to Jesus. And God picked well when he picked Joseph. And so God had to make sure Joseph wasn't on the scene when Jesus stepped into his ministry, because everybody would still have attention on Joseph, who was the head of that house, because Mary and all his siblings were there. So he just died of natural causes.
Wow. Now,
and he was in Abraham's bosom.